Okay, if you can see this, you will see that it say this schedule shows a projection of your future monthly payment, including a breakdown of how much we plan to apply to your principal and interest each month. Bear in mind that this is I'm paying interest of 3.375, which is actually a good thing. Your credit score have to be very high for you to get this rate. But owing this small amount of $37,510.40, oops, stay on the page. Okay, owing that small amount, I only pay this amount, $530.86 for my mortgage, which includes the principal and the interest. I actually pay a little bit more than that because I also pay for my escrow as well, which adds up to $736, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Give or take a few dollars. The thing is, but that's not included on there right now because this is just a breakdown of my principal and interest. Okay, so when I pay this amount every month, because what happened is when you're paying your mortgage, the mortgager, the person, the lender, they take their interest first, basically. Not really first, you pay it throughout the whole time, but every month when you pay, they start taking more for interest, and then it will decrease over time. And it's actually the opposite for the principal. They start taking less, and then it increase over time. So they take less principal and more interest. But this is, as you can see up here, it say the estimate maturity date is December 2024. I pay my mortgage in advance. I pay a lot of on my principal. So initially when I bought this house, my maturity date was 2027, but because I pay a lot on the interest, 3 years have went down already, and this was only a 15-year mortgage. I bought this house in 2012, I think March 2012. It was my first house. And anyways, but this is basically how they break it down now. So what I'm starting to do now, instead of paying this amount, I'm going to start paying an additional $630. This amount, $630.39 on my principal every month. So every month they will be getting over $1,000, and so if it's over $1,000 every month, this will decrease by 1,000 something, and I won't have to pay as much interest. You know, this is almost $100 a month for the rest of the time, so I don't want to pay that much money in interest. So yep, but I'm not a good speaker, so hopefully it was still able to help somebody out, you know, in understanding how the principal versus interest work on your mortgage. And if you can spend, if you're able to add any amount of money on your principal every month, it's best to do that, because it will, you know, reduce some of the interest that you have to pay throughout the, you know, or also cut down on the amount of time that you pay your mortgage. Nobody should have to pay for a house for 30 years. That's a long time. That's almost a half of your whole entire life. That's ridiculous. Okay, bye-bye. Shantae.